Back into the war zone here at Wyoming East at the break. It is no score between Shady and Wyoming East. And Eric, as you and I were talking in our last segment, even though there's no score, it's really been an entertaining game for a game 0-0. And because of the weather, that really handicapped the play calling for both teams.
Yeah, both teams were fighting a field position dilemma here in the first half. So I'm anxious to see how they treat the playbook coming out. Wyoming East will receive the kickoff, so this will be their first time. I think the only one series that they played in Shady Spring in their territory. So let's see if they could get something going here in the third quarter.
Yeah, only 4 passes were attempted between the two teams and only 1 completed. So maybe, and like I said earlier, if you're down inside your own 20 and you're backed up in your own territory, I can understand you want to play conservative. If you get the ball over the 30 to 35, you may want to try some things by throwing the ball, maybe a little short passes in the flat.
Yeah, something in the flat, something that, you're not going to throw it 20 or 30 yards downfield. It's just not good footing. You got to worry about the snap, but something side to side towards the sidelines. They're going to have to figure up something to muster up some offense.
Yeah, they might be able to run somebody deep and then run somebody up underneath, a tight end or a back, something like that. But anyway, it's homecoming here at Wyoming East. We're going to go ahead and take a halftime break as you're watching live streaming coverage of high school football here on Video Productions.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
If you're looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
My name is Hank, and I'm coming clean. Everyone I know thinks I know something about plumbing. Oh, I look the part, I talk the talk, I have all the tools, snake, pipe wrenches, torches, but I can't fix anything. I can't even flush a toilet. What they don't know is I've been calling Motley's Plumbing and Heating. They're fully licensed and insured. I just simply call 304-253-HELP, and here they come down the road to fix the problem. It just feels so good to get rid of the guilt.
What's more important to you when buying windows, siding, and doors?
Is it energy savings, cost, quality, warranty, or perhaps color options, low maintenance, service, or financing options?
Or all of the above. Window World offers it all.
We listen to your needs and go above and beyond your expectations. Schedule your free, no obligation in-home estimate by calling Window World of Beckley today.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Halftime rolling on here on a wet, soggy night here in Wyoming County, here at the War Zone in New Richmond. No score between Shady and Wyoming East. With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, and we're glad we're back here on Video Production, streaming live, and we're going to dive in to make up some commercials and pay some bills, and we'll do that right now as you're watching live streaming coverage of high school football here on Video Production.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
First set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Welcome back to Wyoming East High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. No score at halftime between Shady and Wyoming East, and the rain, if it's possible, Eric, raining harder now than it has at any point of the night.
Yeah, it's basically picked up, and it's really dumping. Had a chance to look at my radar, which actually just worked. It's sitting right over this stadium, so it's pretty much this whole second half is going to be played in this downpour.
In the rain. Makes me think about food, just like you can think about food with Giovanni's Pizza. Mamma mia, what delicious food. Located down Glen Daniel. If you're on your way to a Liberty game, you can check them out down there, or also in Leicester Square and Sophie. Going to take our final halftime break, come back on the other side of the break and give you the Beckley Auto Mall keys to the second half as you're watching live streaming coverage of exciting high school football here on Video Productions.
Important to you when buying windows, siding, and doors?
Is it energy savings, cost, quality, warranty, or perhaps collar options, low maintenance, service, or financing options?
Or all of the above, when the world offers it all.
We listen to your needs and go above and beyond your expectations. Schedule your free, no obligation in-home estimate by calling Window World of Beckley today.
Motley's Plumbing and Heating of Beckley, West Virginia is now hiring journeyman or master plumbers. You must have a West Virginia plumbing license and a valid driver's license. All interested parties may apply at Motley's Plumbing and Heating at 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Or interested applicants can call 304-253-HELP. Once again, you may apply in person at Motley's Plumbing and Heating, 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Motley's Plumbing and Heating is an equal opportunity employer.
Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
And we welcome you back to the War Zone here in New Richmond at Wyoming East High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maros Lowry, Andrew Bolin producing and directing. And Eric, looks like that it's not going to let up. It's perhaps, as I mentioned before we went to that last halftime break, raining harder now than at any other point in the night. So this brings me to you for the Beckley Auto Mall Keys to the Second Half. And Keys to the Second Half are brought to you by Beckley Auto Mall. Go see Rick Lewis, Chuck Bentley, Mike Earhart, or John Fornash, Beckley Auto Mall GMC, and they'll take excellent care of you. So put your thinking cap on, Eric. And, really with it raining like this, it really kind of changes everything as far as play calling, kicking, punting, the whole, I don't think nobody's going to try a field goal. I think the weather's too bad, so your keys to the second half.
Win the line of scrimmage is a must, and score first. Just score.
Easier said than done, though, right?
That's right. But I think whoever's line can take control and string some first downs together will win the game.
I think the team's going to win the game is the team that's going to put the other team deep in their own territory. That team will turn it over, give you a short field, and one touchdown, I think, will win this game.
One touchdown will win this game for sure.
So both teams are back out on the field, and really not much to write about as far as scoring because there wasn't any. But considering a 0-0 game in the rain, I thought it was a pretty entertaining game. And, Eric, and you look Shady, they had the best couple of chances to score. Their first drive was on their own 34, ended in a punt. They got the ball on their second drive as deep as the 5-yard line of Wyoming East and ended up turning it over on downs. Then they got the ball to the 10-yard line and ended up turning it over on downs, and then the half came. So Shady had a couple of really golden opportunities in that first half.
Yeah, as far as teams being able or as close to getting to score, Shady definitely was in the red zone more and spent the whole first quarter and a half inside Wyoming East territory.
Now, Wyoming East had the ball 4 times in the first half. Their first 3 possessions started on their 10, their 15, and their 20. They never really had any field position until they punted the ball, and Shady fumbled it. They didn't handle it well, and Wyoming East was able to recover it at the Shady 48. They got the ball down to the Shady 24, and they had overcome one penalty to get the ball to the 24, and then they had another penalty that they couldn't overcome. So they had one real good drive, but basically Wyoming East really never had field position in that first half.
Yeah, and right now they received the opening second half kickoff. So Shady's been perennial squib kicker, so they're going to start probably around the 40 if they're able to handle receive this kickoff. So just draw something up. Let's see what their first 10 plays should be. Coaches probably said, this is what we're going to do. Let's run these 10 plays and see how they work. And so I'm anxious to see what they do this second half.
Well, here's the thing, Eric, and I know on turf, and I don't know if this is the case, but as you mentioned, and we had talked about it, and not just in tonight's broadcast, but in previous broadcasts, none of these teams, and all the ones that we've covered, kick the ball deep. And I think maybe, I don't know if they don't have a kicker that can kick it deep, or B, they don't feel that they can cover with somebody out in space. But those were fast tracks. Tonight, if you've got a kicker that can kick it deep, I think it would be hard really for anybody under the conditions on this track maybe to really break a long one back for a touchdown.
Yeah, and the key to running this ball each side of the ball is going to really try to poke at it, strip it. You got to cover it up with two hands. Get down, run 6 or 7 yards. Don't try to get that extra yard because you're going to get stood up, and then the next defender is going to knock the ball out. Just try to possess the ball and move it downfield.
Well, Wyoming East will receive the second half kickoff, as Eric told you, but it's coming down in sheets, and now the way the wind's blowing, Eric, looks like it's kind of blowing right to left here on the field, but it doesn't look like it's going to it might slow up a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's going to quit anytime soon. But I think it's raining just as hard, if not harder now, than at any point of the night.
Yeah, it seems like it's picking up like this afternoon. For a solid 3 hours, it was a heavy downpour, consistent rain.
So Shady's got it teed up between the numbers right there in the middle of the 40-yard line, ready to kick the ball off to Wyoming East. And getting the ball teed up there is going to be Ben Myers, a 6'1", 250-pound junior for Shady. He'll kick it off. Going back is going to have Tucker Cook back here on the near side for Wyoming East. And here comes the third quarter kickoff, and it's going to be a short one over on the far side. Crosses the 20, the 25, the 30, up near the 40-yard line, and a really good return, as you mentioned, Eric. Even though they did kick that fairly deep, it was a very good return, and Wyoming East will have their best starting field position that wasn't from a Shady turnover here in the ballgame.
Yeah, and let's see what the Wyoming East Warrior coaching staff came up with to start this second half. Excellent field position, even in the spot where there's a little more grass than, this field is pretty worn in the middle, so let's see what they can come up with this half.
Right on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for Wyoming East, working left to right in a pouring rain here at the War Zone here in New Richmond. Quarterback now is going to be Tucker Cook, and we've got a false start, I do believe. As the flags came out, the referee's blowing it dead.
And that's not how they drew it up at halftime.
Well, that's just makes coaches just go crazy, because here you are, you've got good field position, you're running your first play of the second half, you have a false start, and now you're already behind the chains, 1st and 15 on your own 35.
And being behind the chains in this weather, it just really compounds your situation, and you're just striving to get 5 yards just to get back to a manageable 2nd and 10.
So let's see what Wyoming East will do. This is the first play of the second half on a driving rainstorm here in New Richmond. No score between Shady and Wyoming East. Here's the snap. Run here to the near side, and that's going to gain a couple of yards and going to get dragged down here on the near side, and that is going to be Chandler Johnson, and that was just like the straight Wildcat, or in their case, the Warrior. Just nothing much cooking here on the near side. Yeah. Going to gain about 2 yards to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to try to outflank them, just try to really stack the right side and run towards the short side of the field.
So here's 2nd and 13. Here's the snap. Trying to look for a running lane, cross the 40. This is Johnson, cross the 45, cross midfield. He's got a first down, and that was a nifty run that time by Chandler Johnson. And to your word there, Eric, just follow your blocks, find a lane, and a nice run and a first down.
And I like that run by Johnson because he didn't try to bounce it outside. He just stayed behind his blockers, about his time. The guys blocked well, and he just forged ahead for some yards.
At the Shady 45 with the first down. Here's Johnson out of the gun. Going to be the same play. Just see if he can find a seam. Takes it to the outside. Inside the 45. Runs over a guy. Gets 5 or 6 yards. Let's see where they put him out. Inside the 40, maybe the Shady 39-yard line, and a good gain on first down.
And he stayed in bounds. They're rolling the clocks. And it looks like Wyoming East came out with a little fresher legs than the Shady Spring Tigers right now.
So that's a gain of 6 on first down. Actually 7. They're going to put the ball down at the Shady 38-yard line. 2nd down and 3. The clock just turning. 10.5 to go starting the third quarter. No score. You can see I don't know if you can see it well on your screen, but it's a driving rainstorm here at Wyoming East. Tight formation for the Warriors. Johnson is the quarterback. Waits on the snap. It's a low snap. He'll take it. He'll go inside the 35 of the first down. Inside the 30. I thought he was going to break it there for a minute. Gets down inside the 25-yard line and near the 20. And, Eric, this has definitely been the best drive of any that we've seen thus far.
Yeah, and it's a good drive. They're running straight at the teeth of the Shady Spring defense. Jacob Sherwalter for Shady Spring did a great job of making an open field tackle where that was going to be 6, Maris.
17-yard gain down to the 21 of Shady. 1st and 10 for Wyoming East. And once again, they have moved. It is Chandler Johnson, who normally is a running back. They've moved him to the quarterback out of the shotgun. 20 on the play clock. 9:58 for the third quarter. No score. Wyoming East on the move. A 1st and 10 at the Tiger 21-yard line.
It looks like they're content with running the play clock as down as far as they can and then snapping the ball.
Johnson takes the snap. Same play. Trying to find some running room as he gets the ball down inside the 20-yard line. And, you know, Eric, they've been getting 3 or 4 yards at a clip, and this has been a very good drive up to this point.
And that would look like just a delayed draw, trying to get the Shady Spring defenders to rush upfield and create a lane, just a self-creation of a lane there. And Chandler Johnson did a great job of poking it up in there for, 4 yards?
I gave him 2 on the play. Down to the 19 is where they spot him. Actually, yeah, he was 4 yards. I beg your pardon. The actual drive started 3 yards. That started from the 22. They'll give him the 19, so make it 2nd down and 7. Clock turning as we're approaching 9 minutes remaining third quarter. So from the 19 of Shady, here comes Wyoming East. They've got like their powers here to the near side. And Johnson waits on the snap. He's going to throw a little short pass in the flat. It's caught inside the 15, down about the 12-yard line. And that's a nice play, and that's going to be very close to a 1st down. As catching that ball is going to be Caden Cook. So it was a pass from Chandler Johnson to Caden Cook. And, Eric, I remember I talked about that little pass in the flat.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. You touched on that. And that's a good, safe pass because if your guy doesn't catch it, it's going out of bounds. And look for them to try to get those corners right now to cheat up. And you can try something over the top when you're inside this 20.
Yeah, they have the ball at the 13. It'll be 3rd and 1, so Wyoming needs definitely 2 plays to make a yard. And this would be big if they were able to score right out of the locker room in the first possession of the second half.
What they can have is a turnover.
And there's this low snap, and here's Johnson, and he is going to be very close to a 1st down. And you're right, as soon as you said that, not having a turnover, it was a low snap.
Very low snap.
And he's very close to a 1st down. He might have it. I don't know if they're going to measure. Nope, no measurement needed. They say he fell forward, got enough, and that will move the sticks for a Wyoming East 1st down.
So I think they're going to spot him at the 11. So Wyoming East will have a chance to pick up another 1st down inside the 1-yard line.
Right. So
without scoring.
Right. 10 for the 1st down, 11 for the touchdown. They put a man in motion. They run power here to the near side. It's Johnson out of the gun, waiting on the snap. And there's going to be a false start. Yep. Nobody was on the same page, and boy, those are just killer, especially when you get down here in the red zone.
Yeah, it seems like each and every time the momentum, and that's just a drive killer right there.
So the penalty will take the ball back to the 16 and make it 1st and 15. So 16 for the 15 for the 1st down, 16 for the touchdown. It is 1st down, and I think the key. If Wyoming needs to get a touchdown, is they've got to get positive yardage, pretty good yardage here on 1st down. Let's see what they cook up. As they once again will run with Johnson, the quarterback. Or actually, he started at running back. They've moved him to quarterback. Chandler Johnson, the 6'4", 195-pound junior for Wyoming. He takes the snap, follows his block, and comes near side inside the 15. He's inside the 10. They're moving the pile, and I got a nice, good gain on 1st down, getting the ball down to the 8-yard line, a pickup of 8 on 1st down.
Yeah, and that's what the doctor ordered right there, Maris, because they got a good 6 or 8 yards.
8 yards on that play.
And now you have 3 plays to get a 1st down. And that's what's good about this. You don't have to score to get a 1st down.
Right. 7 for the 1st down, 8 for the touchdown. So it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll work out of the gun. They'll have power here to the right side. Chandler Johnson surveying the field, 15 on the play clock, under 7 minutes on the game clock. Here's a running play, and there's just nowhere to go. Johnson, he was able to slip. He's tried to cut back inside, but there's no footage at all.
Yeah, and he was down, by contact on his right knee, and Shady took a chance that time, and they were not just going to sit back and let the play develop. They did a little blitz there, and it paid off.
It's a loss of 3 back to the 11. So now it puts them in the same situation there. Now they've got to get to the 1-yard line for a 1st down and 11 for the touchdown. So they've got 2 plays to pick it up. And it wouldn't surprise me, Eric, even though it's pouring rain in the footing, that maybe they try a pass right here.
Yeah, definitely. And I think they should try exactly what they did, the one completion that they have, or they've completed it twice, actually, once in the first half and the second half.
So let's see what they do. Johnson, now it's going to be Johnson up under center, and he's going to roll out. Actually, that's Cook up under center. He's going to be a big loss. Shady wasn't fooled at all. That's a great defensive play by Shady. As that time, instead of Johnson up under center, it was Tucker Cook and tried to do a bootleg, and that's a huge loss.
Yeah, and I mean, second time they brought Tucker in, and I think Shady is sniffing that play out because every time he's in, instead of running that motion, they do that fake and try to run a naked bootleg to the wide side of the field.
That loss is all the way back to the 21-yard line, and they've definitely got to go for it. So they had a first down at the 11, and that false start penalty really hurt them, and now they're faced with fourth down here.
That was a drive killer, and each time both teams have done something to really step on their own foot.
Wyoming East, there's some confusion. Going to call a timeout here, and I think you had some of the guys thinking that they're going to try a field goal, and some of the guys with the regular offense, and I think they didn't have the right personnel on the field.
Yeah, definitely looked like they had the guy that we saw in warm-ups trying to kick.
Well, you're looking at the ball is down at the 21. You're looking at a 37-yard kick, right? Because he's going back 7 yards to the 28, 38.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, even the best kicker, you've got to have a good snap and a good hold.
Yeah,
and you got to have a good plant to be able to plant to kick to knock it. I think your best chance is just try to throw the ball.
Try to throw the ball.
But this would be huge for the Shady defense because we're at 5:22, and Shady's yet to get the ball here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was a good game plan by the Warriors, but a false start, demoralized them and put them back against the chains. And now I think I'll try a pass, even if it's picked off, and hopefully you can, make the quick tackle and put Shady really deeper in the territory.
Yeah, at least throw the ball to the end zone. But it's such a fine line between success and not having success. And when you have, they had all the momentum, and that penalty really has killed Wyoming East. So it's fourth down. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. They have the ball at the 21, so they need 20 yards for a first down, and 21 yards for a touchdown. The quarterback is Chandler Johnson. He'll be in the shotgun. They do have twin receivers here to the bottom of the screen to the near side. Waiting on the shotgun snap. 17 on the play clock. Here's the snap. He is set to throw. Got time. Throwing the ball deep. Going for the end zone, and it's intercepted. Shady picks it off. Got a nice return. Coming back this way across the 10, the 15, the 20, up over the 25, and the 30-yard line up over the 30. And Shady's defense comes out up big with a nice interception. And let's see who the young man is for Shady that picked that off and had a great return. Is that Davis?
Yes.
Nice job by the young man Davis, able to pick that ball off, and a nice return. And Shady turns Wyoming East away, and Shady will have their first possession of the second half on their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, Gavin Davis, in the games we've done, he's really come up big defensively a couple of times for him. Great anticipation, picked it off, and what's key to that is the return.
So on the 31 is where Shady will have their first possession of the second half. Cameron Mann's up under center, 1st and 10. Mann's at the handoff, right up the gut, and it's going to gain a couple of yards right in the teeth of the defense and right in the muddiest, wettest place on the field, right up the middle.
Yeah, and this is right in the middle of this field, Maris, is the mud bowl. It's the mud bowl.
Yeah, there's no traction whatsoever. They're going to gain out to the 34-yard line, giving 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for Shady on their own 34. No score, 4:40. This has been a quick third quarter. Cameron Mann's up under center. Here's a handoff off the right side. Got some blocking. Gets out to the edge. I thought was going to get to the edge, and then Wyoming East shuts it down for little or no gain.
Yeah, excuse me, Mayor. So it looked like the hole opened up, but they were able to close the door real quick, Wyoming East, and hold them to a minimal gain. Right here is huge. This is a huge series for Shady to at least try to string a couple of first downs together to try to flip this field position because Wyoming East was moving the ball.
3rd and 7 for Shady on their own 34-yard line. They have Showalter out here to the near side. They'll work out of the shotgun. Here's the shotgun snap. It's going to be a running play. They might have a little bit of room out near the 40, and they get to the 40, but still short of a first down and very close. And right here, I guess, is a big decision for Vince Colasurto, 4th and about a yard, and let's see if they elect to go for it. I think they will.
And I think this is the correct decision, Maris. If you can't pick up a yard, and right now, you need to possess the football and try to at least string a couple of first downs, as I said. to try to flip the field position.
Yeah, they got the ball in the 40. They got to get to the 41. It's 4th and a yard. 3.5 to go, third quarter. Here's Mans, hands the ball off. Got some running room. Wyoming East stacks it up, and they're not going to get there. Wyoming East defense comes up big, and they slam the door, and Wyoming East will take over in Shady territory inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was a big, big defensive stand by Wyoming East. A little bit of a gamble, but I totally agree with that call to go for it. Shady Spring, I think you need to get some momentum, but now the momentum is clearly on Wyoming East, and let's see if the Shady Spring defense can return to favor.
So Wyoming East, their defense comes up big. They stop Shady, and they'll take over at the Shady 39-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Wyoming East at the Shady 39. No score in the game. Kind of feels like I feel like it's overtime, Eric. It feels like the first team scores is going to win the game.
Yeah, and definitely right now it's and I feel that way. Whoever scores first will win the game.
Here's Wyoming East. Here's the snap. It's Johnson. He comes to the near side. He's got some running room. There's a flag that's coming back. It's going to be a holding penalty. He took a big shot about the 32, but once again, Wyoming East has been their own worst enemy with penalties, and that's going to be another holding penalty on the Warriors.
Yeah, one thing in the second half, and it's been a drive killer every time for Wyoming East. Every time they get good field position, good momentum, it's either been a false start or a hold, and that's just stuff you can't have. Discipline, be a little more disciplined. I know it's slick, but it's slick out there and slippery for everyone. So maybe this is a big, especially in high school. Well, and I told you we figured it out. It's a spot foul, so you get penalized where it was from, where the actual hold happened.
Yeah, and you look at this. They were going to start at the Shady 39. Now the penalty takes them all the way back in their own territory, back to their own 47-yard line. So that's a big penalty. But the one thing I do like about Chandler Johnson, he does a good job in following his blocks. But that time, a hold or a hug and drew the laundry. So it'll be first in quite a bit for Wyoming East. They're going to run again, Johnson, and he's not going to be able to go anywhere. He's stacked up in that mud hole right about the 47-yard line for no gain.
Yeah, Shady's pretty much pinning their ears back now, trying to get after the runner, and they're doing a good job of getting some penetration up front finally.
But that's what I say. I think right here you may try, they tried that pass that got intercepted on 4th down, but why wait till everybody knows you're going to throw it?
Yeah.
Maybe take a chance and throw it right here, at least a little screen. Try to at least get some of the penalty yardage back, because they're going to need like a little over 20 yards to pick up here on 2nd down.
And you're right. I think it will work. If you look how in proximity on your screen, viewers, how close to the ball all the Shady defenders are.
Right. So here's the snap, and they're going to run the play, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to go for a loss. It's just there's nowhere to run. And you mentioned that the way that Shady's walking everybody up in the box, and they're all inside. There's just no running lanes. There's just not enough. There's too many defenders to block.
Yeah, they're just crowding the line of scrimmage because they know, unless it's a passing situation, that Wyoming East is not putting the ball up in the air.
Well, this drive would have initially started with the 1st down at the Shady 39, and after a holding penalty and then a negative play there, now they have the ball on their own 44, 3rd and forever.
And I think the only thing the Wyoming East is looking to do here is pick up a few yards, punt it away, play field position.
Yep. They're going to need about 26 yards on this 3rd down play. The play clock down inside of 5. The game clock at 1.5 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. They just get the play off. They're going to try to run it to the near sideline, and Shady right there again, and Wyoming East going back in the wrong direction again as Shady's defense up to the task. So what started out after the stoppage with their defense that had the momentum, they had the ball on the 39 of Shady. Now they're back on their own 39.
Maris, the only thing that was almost disaster for Shady there is almost close to a horse collar, which would have been a personal foul. So,
but it had been 15 yards, but still wouldn't have been a 1st down.
Yeah, I know, but that 15 yards could have aided it, and they would have been closer to Mullins trying to get a 1st down.
We're under a minute now remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Shady calls a timeout. So we're going to take a quick break right here as you are watching live streaming coverage of high school football on Video Productions.
Looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center, off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
My name is Hank, and I'm coming clean. Everyone I know thinks I know something about plumbing. Oh, I look the part. I talk the talk. I have all the tools, snake, pipe wrenches, torches, but I can't fix anything. I can't even flush a toilet. What they don't know is I've been calling Motley's Plumbing and Heating. They're fully licensed and insured. I just simply call 304-253-HELP, and here they come down the road to fix the problem. It just feels so good to get rid of the guilt.
Welcome back here to Wyoming East High School. It's punting time for the Warriors on 4th and 31 with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. No score in the game, and Wyoming East is set to punt. Shady's got a couple of guys back inside the 40. And here's the snap. Here's the punt. And it goes straight up. It's a very short punt. Ball hits inside the 40, takes a Wyoming East bounce, and will roll to the 30. And that's where Wyoming East will down it just right there at the 30 or just inside the 30. So there's where Shady will take over, and they'll put the ball down. Looks to be right at the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Shady. They have the ball on their own 30-yard line and just 43 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And this is a big, big drive to start this fourth quarter, end of third going into the fourth. If you're Shady, any momentum, you just need to string some first downs together. Let's
see if they're going to open up. I think at this spot on the field, I think you could throw the ball short in the flat. We'll see what they elect to do. They are going to work out of the shotgun with Mans. He'll have backs to both sides of him. Mans does take the snap. He's going to throw the ball, as I mentioned, going deep. Got a man out there, and he overthrew him. But I like the play to stretch the field because the Shady receiver had a step, and I think that was Showalter that had a step on the defender.
Yeah,
was that Mackey?
That was Mackey. That had that. And I tell you, that was a good play call. Just a tad overthrown right there, but you had to take a chance. And if you look at the alignment, Maris, Wyoming East is going with single safety high. What that means is one guy in the middle of the field. You're going to have man coverage on the outside. So if they can give Mans just a little time, he can complete a few passes.
Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 10 on their own 30. Here's a handoff to the right side, and that's not going anywhere. Wyoming East blows the play up, and they won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to lose a yard, maybe two, back to the 28 and make it 3rd down and 12, and that could be the last play of the third quarter with 20 seconds and counting. Shady might elect to run the clock out and talk about this 3rd and 12 play from their own 28, and I think that's what's going to be the case. Shady in no hurry. There's 27 on the play clock. We're under 10 for the third quarter. 5, 4, 3. Let's see if they get it off. They do. Mans takes the shotgun snap, has time, looks. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to just throw the ball away. And it's intentional ground. Oh, there's going to be roughing the passer. Now there's a fight breaking out. And now, wow, as that was roughing the passer and a fight was breaking out, there were punches thrown and flags everywhere. And now you got to keep people off the field. Let's see if we can get that on replay. But Mans was being chased out of the pocket as we watch the Little General replay, Eric.
It looks like he loses his helmet.
Well, we can't see that. Let's see. But he's definitely had his helmet off, but there was a Wyoming East player took a punch at him right there. That might have been Johnson, I think, number 10, that took a punch at him. And then a Shady player come in there and threw a punch. So the officials are going to have to sort this out. But I think we're going to have some ejections here.
Yeah, definitely going to be a few ejections.
And not only will it affect the remainder of tonight, it will affect next week as well.
Yeah.
You've got to keep your emotions intact. That was the final play of the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a break and let the officials
know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School Athletics and our area Student 99 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Johnson, yeah.
I don't know, but he starts punching.
We're back here now at Wyoming East High School, and Eric, we were trying to watch a little bit of the replay at the end of the third quarter of the last play, as there's laundry all over the field, and rightfully so. And let's see if we can get the instant replay one more time as we look on the little general screen. You kind of describe what you see there, Eric.
Yeah, it looks like number 10, who was Chandler Johnson,
yeah.
and Mann's helmet was pulled off during getting tackled. As he stood up, you don't know what was said, but it looks like Johnson throws 2 punches, and Mann's tried to retaliate, and we don't see who came into from Shady from Mann's defense to try to aid his teammate. You got to keep your cool here.
And you're
right
watching
here.
it on another screen there. But, Eric, my initial thought was it was going to be roughing the passer, because I thought Mann's, after he let the ball go, the flag came out. As you mentioned, his helmet got taken out, and it looked like that was number 10 for Wyoming East, which is one of their better players, Chandler Johnson, who definitely took a poke at Cameron Mann's. And we can definitely see that on the instant replay.
And the thing is, you hate it for both players, because Chandler Johnson was pretty much their offense, the Wyoming East Warriors offense.
Well, there's definitely an ejection. Excuse me, Eric. I can see the officials saying the one Wyoming East player he's definitely going to be ejected. There may be an ejection on the Shady side, and we'll have to sort this out. But the one thing is, we do have the video of it, and so the video, as we know, doesn't lie. We have everything right there on the video. So, Leah, let's run it again if we can.
Let's run it one more time.
And let's see. We're seeing it, what you're seeing. Is there, you can see Mann's, there was a shot right there taken at him, and a couple of players of Wyoming East have their helmet off, and Mann's has his helmet off, and then there's a Shady player comes in at the end.
Yeah, 2 Shady players that came in actually tried to break it up.
Right.
They were just trying to clear it out.
But like I said, I'm not the official, and, we do these games, and we don't take sides. We just call what we see.
I just hate to see ejections from both teams. Just keep your cool. It's been a well-played game thus far, and now this is going to really affect both of these teams.
But what I was going to say, Eric, is I thought as I'm watching it live, calling the play-by-play, to me, I thought it was roughing the passer. Now, once we look at the video, I could be totally wrong, but I thought that watching it live, that it was Cameron Mann's, it was roughing the passer after he let the ball go. And we're watching another screen that you can't see at home on the monitor. So we are going to see if we can play it again. The officials are still discussing what's going to happen, but let's watch the
little
screen.
General instant replay again, and so the viewers can see.
See, there's the first flag came in, and I think because
it was going to be roughing,
and then Mann's got punched after he had his helmet
getting ugly.
And the first thing too, players from the benches try to come off, and they were like, no, they weren't having none of that.
Yeah, Shady Spring and Wyoming East coaches did a great job of keeping, because once any kid that left the bench was going to get ejected.
All right, so let's see if we can pick up what the situation's going to be. But we've got all the penalty flags out on the field, and there's definitely, I would feel, Eric, I think you would agree.
Roughing the passer is one of them.
Definitely we're going to have some ejections.
Definitely some ejections. I know at least one from each side.
And, if it is roughing the passer, because it was that would be enough for a first down, because it was 3rd and 12, and that would give them a 15-yard penalty, and that would make a first down. And I know in high school rules, which is crazy, everything is just marked off. So if it's not if it's more than 15 yards, it's not an automatic first down.
Yeah.
But in this case, since it was 3rd and 12, if they do mark off the roughing the passer, which that's what we think it is.
Well, I'm looking at the body language down on the sideline of Chandler Johnson. I think he definitely may be an ejected party.
Yes. So we're waiting to see as the officials are talking to
both
coaches. Here on the near side with the Wyoming East staff, and on the far side with Vince Colacerto and his staff at Shady. And while they're doing that, we'll go ahead and take a break and come back and see if they figured it out. You're watching live streaming coverage of high school football and video productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
The earth beneath my feet is
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
We welcome you back to Wyoming East, and we're still trying to sort out all the laundry on the field there, Eric. The final play of the third quarter is we're now showing 12 minutes since we're not into the fourth quarter yet, and waiting to see if A, there's going to be an ejection, and if B, I don't know if they'll have offsetting penalties or what they're going to do. The official's standing out at the 30-yard line, and the line of scrimmage was the 28. So let's see what happens here. And they're going to, let's see, that's the end of the third quarter. But we're waiting to see if there, like I said, if there was ejections and definitely penalties, because the flags were all over the place. But let's see if they're not offsetting, because offsetting would obviously mean they would run the play over. Personal foul on both teams. That does offset. There's an ejection. So that's what we got, Eric. We have personal foul on both teams. We have an ejection from Wyoming East, and based on the video that we saw, the replay, I'm sure that is Chandler Johnson, their best player, out of the ball game, so they offset. So as we start the fourth quarter, now the line of scrimmage was the 28. They've put the ball down at the 30-yard line, and I don't know why that would be.
So, Maris, what I don't think our viewers got to see, because the camera followed the football,
right,
is that Cameron Mans, we're not taking sides here.
Right, just
he got tackled.
Right.
It was a late hit. As he was down, his helmet somehow got pulled off. When he gets up, he then engages, says something to whoever tackled him. I don't know if it was Johnson. I don't know. But then he gets punched twice. So is Cameron Mann still in the game?
I'm not sure, but here's what I don't understand. The line of scrimmage was the 28. They put the ball at the 30. I don't know why it'd been 2 yards up. And if it's offsetting penalties, it should be fourth down as we're ready to start the fourth quarter.
And timeout, I think Cameron Mans is the one that got ejected.
Well, there's one on each side, because there was an ejection on Wyoming East, and I don't know that, and there may be the case. We'll try to get that word. But here's another thing. So they put third down back on there. So if they're going to say it's offsetting penalties, the ball should be at the 28, not at the 30-yard line.
And what down will this be?
Well, it
should be third.
Right, it's third down. They're going to get the down over. But what I'm saying is, it was third down on the 28-yard line.
They gained 2 yards.
But I don't know how, because if it was offsetting, the ball should go back to the line of scrimmage and you redo the play,
That's
right?
Correct.
So how did they gain 2 yards on it? So the ball was back to the 30, which that was the original line of scrimmage, because it was an incomplete pass on first down. They ran the ball on second down and lost 2 yards. Then that play happened on third down. The ball really needs to go back to the 28-yard line.
So, and let's set the stage from here on out in the fourth quarter. It looks like Shady Springs will be without their quarterback in Cameron Mans, and the rest of the fourth quarter, the Wyoming East will be without who assumed the quarterback duties.
The quarterback and the runner,
yes.
right, and Chandler Johnson.
Johnson.
But like I said, I don't know why Shady gained 2 yards on this exchange here. So it is third down, and I can't see who's in there at quarterback right now.
Now they have first down on the marker.
Yeah, there's a snap, and that's going to go nowhere, and they're going to throw him back inside the 25. So if they do have first down, I don't know how that would have came about, and maybe I don't know, but anyway, that we'll go with what they got, a first down. We don't have anybody up here explaining it to us. So from the snap from the 30, the loss goes back to the 25-yard line and make it second down and 15, according to the down marker across the way. But I couldn't tell who that is at quarterback for Shady.
Okay, so the key to the rest is whoever can contain their emotions and establish the run, and the ball
There's
pops
a fumble
out.
as you're talking, and Shady able to pick it back up and get over the 25 up to the 26-yard line. So it's going to bring up third down and long for Shady. And, Eric, we'll just have to get some explanation as to what happened. But being up here in the press
some
box.
clarity. It's hard.
Well, it's hard, one, because, obviously it's not a college or professional. You don't have microphones. We don't project it.
And then offsetting personal fouls.
So 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Here's a running play for Shady, and it's not going to go anywhere, and it's going to throw for a loss. Here's the other thing I don't understand about that, Eric, is if it was offsetting, the play should be ran over. I don't know how Shady got a first down on their own 30-yard line. I don't know. They'd have to explain that.
This is me guessing just a little bit. What about if it was offsetting personal fouls? Didn't they mark off the? I think there was a roughing the passer still
there might have
inside
been.
of that.
There may have been.
Then 2 personal fouls.
Well,
so
if there was, we didn't see it.
Would have replayed the down.
Right. If there was a personal foul, a personal foul. If there was a roughing the passer penalty, the ball would have went from the 28, 15 yards out to the 43-yard line.
Correct.
And then if offset yard line with the first down, they move the ball. They'll have the ball at the Wyoming East, looks like 6-yard line after the run, and then the penalty yardage on top of the run. 8:24 for the game. 1st and goal, Shady at the 6. Out of the gun, Whitaker. It's been successful. He goes right up the middle. He crosses the 5-yard line, and they stack him up right there at the 5 for a 1-yard gain.
And I think this next play call, because you run consistently, 3 plays straight at him, and Whitaker's had a good getting around the edge was what I'm trying to say. Run to the left to your sideline, to that side of the field, and try to get him around the corner and get him to the pylon.
Well, I think for Shady, this is the game. If they're to win it, they need to score here on this drive as they have the ball at the 5-yard line. We're scoreless, 7:45 and counting. 2nd and goal at the 5. Whitaker sets him up, waits on the snap, gets it, and doing exactly what you said, Eric, to the far sideline. Turns the corner, trying to get to the pylon.
Great pursuit.
Yep. He doesn't quite get to the pylon, but he does get positive yardage. Gets inside the 5. And let's see where they put him out on the far side, maybe the 3-yard line.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4th and
3rd.
3rd down. So good play call by the offensive coordinator for Shady Spring. And I'm going to tell you, as quick as Whitaker is, I'm running to the short side of the field, same play. Maybe trips to the right. Maybe, you got to spread them out. You just have to get numbers.
And it's 3rd down and go at the 3. Whitaker once again will run out of the shotgun or the wildcat or the tiger, whichever you like to call it. He takes the snap. He's going to go right straight up the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone for a Shady touchdown.
Yeah, Shady.
So the Tigers are on the board, and after a Wyoming East fumble punt, Shady's able to go 6 plays, 45 yards, and get a 3-yard touchdown run from Whitaker. And Whitaker
I think all the yards by Whitaker.
Right. He really did work on that drive.
And that's what you expect out of a senior. Whitaker's 5'10", 195-pound senior, and he really took the Shady Spring Tigers on their back and said, look, guys, just follow me, and I'm going to take you into the end zone.
Now, with 7.5 minutes left in the game, this extra point is very big, and I think they would probably go for 2. They may even burn the timeout. And I think they have there's an injured Wyoming East player, but it might be very hard to kick it. And
yeah, Will Harmon is a capable kicker, but right now, like you said, I think you're probably just giving up.
They're going for 2.
To go for 2.
Yeah. I think there's no way you try to kick it here with the field conditions. It's a big extra point. Going for 2, Shady. They lead 6-0, 7.5 for the game. Here's Whitaker going to go right up the middle. He falls forward, and he's going to be short. But Shady does get the touchdown. They don't come up with the 2-point conversion. So with 7:31 left in the game, your new score is Shady 6, Wyoming East nothing. We'll take a break. You are watching live streaming coverage of high school football here on Video Production.
Former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
First score of the night, a Shady Spring touchdown run from Whitaker from 3 yards out. They missed the two-point conversion, but they've got the first and only score of the ball game right now, 6-0. It was 7:31 left in the game, and Shady, Eric, took advantage of a muffed punt by Wyoming East and went 45 yards in 6 plays.
Well, if you're Wyoming East, you kind of after losing Johnson, they'll have to put a different quarterback in. But he's played quarterback before, so let's see how it works out.
Here's the ensuing kickoff, taken at the 20. It's a nice return up over the 35 and out to about the 36, maybe the 37-yard line. So with 7:25 left in the game, and I think this could really be the drive really for Wyoming East if they are to at least go down and tie the game. I think they have to do it here is they'll have a first down after a nice kickoff return. They're going to put the ball down at the 37-yard line.
Let's see. I think they'll trot out for – at the quarterback position here.
Well, let's say they had been using Johnson, but they also used their other quarterback, which was Tucker Cook, and that's probably who will be their quarterback.
Yeah, I think Tucker Cook will take over.
25, yeah.
Yes. So he's had a couple possessions at quarterback.
Well, he started the game at
He started the game, and then they moved Johnson in. So
it'll be 1st and 10, and now Wyoming East, and I think this is a costly timeout because when they had a personnel issue.
Issue,
yeah.
Again.
And to have to call a timeout with 7:31 and you're behind, that's a big, big timeout.
Yeah, and as you stated, you cannot turn the ball over back to the Shady Tigers, and now you don't have timeouts to even stop the clock because you're using them on personnel. So this is a big, big series for the Wyoming East Warriors.
Well, they've got 2 timeouts left. Now, clock stops to move the chains for a first down. But I think for Wyoming East, if they're going to have a chance to win the game, I think they have to get it done on this possession.
Yeah, this is the possession. This is the game. So defensively, if you're with Shady, you're saying, hey guys, we get a stop, we get the ball back, we pretty much can milk the clock, run it out.
And we talked about it way back in our pregame show that really the team was going to win the game was the team that was going to get the turnover and be able to score. And Shady was the team able to do that. As Wyoming East fumbled that punt, Shady took over at the Wyoming East 45, and 6 plays later they were in the end zone.
Yeah, and if you think about it, it went from Wyoming East getting ready to receive the ball and have it at the 50. They muff the punt, give it up to the 45, and Shady takes it down the field and scores.
They've moved the ball back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36, that's where Wyoming East will have it with a first down as Cook is the quarterback. He's up under center. He turns around, he hands the ball off, trying to get to the edge, and Shady's all over it. They're trying to get the ball that time to Zach Cook as we have 3 Cooks on the field. You have a Caden Cook, a Zach Cook, and a Tucker Cook. And Tucker Cook handed the ball to Zach Cook, and Shady throws it for a loss, a big loss, all the way back to the 31-yard line.
And you know what Shady was able to do? I mean, he didn't get out of bounds because this is a running clock now. So this will be 2nd down and 15?
15, correct.
2nd
and 15. We're under 7 minutes. Clock turning 6:54. Left in the game, and Wyoming East, I don't think they have to be in a hurry, but you don't want to rush, but you want to be maybe a little quicker.
Yeah, you want to be, they have to watch. I think they got away that last play with the false start. So different quarterback, different cadence. So you're right. They don't want to be in too big of a hurry.
Here's the snap, throwing the ball to the side. It's caught. Cuts back into the center of the field and gets the ball to the 35-yard line, a very minimal gain.
Picks up 3. So it'll be 3rd down and 12.
So they have the ball. They're going to put the ball right at the 35. And as Eric told you, 3rd and long coming up, 6:15 and counting. And Wyoming East doesn't seem like they're in any hurry.
Yeah,
just
that's exactly. I'm
yeah.
watching the play clock, and one thing that I see a lot of teams do. The coach is out on the field. The quarterback runs over to get to play. I think you lose a lot of time that way.
Yeah, and nowadays I thought they just signal it in. So here's 3rd and long on their own 35. Tucker Cook up under center. There's a false start, no question. It didn't count. They're going to do a
this
reverse.
is going to go for big yards.
It's across the 40. It looked
no,
like it was, and that's a great defensive play. But I thought Wyoming East got away with a false start there because I thought the end on the near side, I thought he got across the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped.
He definitely was blocking down, and I couldn't see who made the play for Shady Spring, but I thought that was going to go for at least a first down, and he slammed the door, on the runner there. So.
Well, it's 4th and 6. They have the ball on their own 40-yard line. They have to go for it, I would think, 5:18, and Wyoming East doesn't appear to be in any hurry. There's 20 on the play clock, and this is, for all intents and purposes, maybe the game right here.
This is maybe the ball game because how many timeouts do they have left?
They've got two left.
2 timeouts. So if you get a stop here, Shady Spring, you get 1 first down.
You win the game.
Probably win the game.
Two first downs.
Two for sure.
But now they're up against the clock, 1 on the play, and now
there's the other timeout.
Right. So now it's almost all or nothing on this play because they took so long to get the play, and it's a 40-second play clock. And I'm like, after that third down didn't work, they were in no hurry to get back to the huddle.
Back to the huddle. We had to, like you said, they didn't need to rush, but they need to be
a little
sense
quick,
of urgency.
right? Sense of urgency. Now it's 4th and 6. But I think if you're Wyoming East, you know that this is the play, that if you don't convert, you're probably not going to win the game.
Yeah.
So rather than take a 5-yard penalty, you had to call a timeout there.
You had to burn that.
You don't want to, but you had no choice.
So you're not going to run for this. So it needs to be one of those quick little, outs. Maybe fake like you're going to run it and throw it out in the flats and try to let the runner make someone miss and try to pick the first down up that way.
If I'm Shady, I'm shooting the gap because I think they're going to throw it like you said. I think they're going to throw it.
I'm disrupting the play. I'm bringing my my linebackers. I'm bringing Pinardo, my best linebacker, Bryson, 41. I'm shooting the gap. I'm not going to give them a chance to even throw the ball.
With 4:54 left in the game, Shady leading 6-0. It is 4th and 6 for Wyoming East on their own 40-yard line.
That was a penalty there, and probably missed a legal substitution.
Out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. To throw, Cook going deep. That's going to be intercepted at the 40 of Wyoming East, and Shady will run it back to the 45 as they had a new quarterback in there. That time they had, that was Zach Cook, and he threw a pass downfield, and I couldn't tell who that was that picked it off.
I could not tell with the numbers.
But on the interception, Shady will take over with the run back to their own 45-yard line.
And it's under 5 minutes to go now, Mayor. It's under 5 minutes to go. So, and Wyoming East only has one
timeout left. So just run the ball.
If you can run the ball and you can run and pick up 1 first down by using the clock, I wouldn't snap it till it's right at 2 seconds on the play clock.
Well, now change of possession. The clock has stopped now, but now, you just want to make sure if you're Shady, you hang on to the ball and you run the ball. And there's a flag, and what are they going to get? Shady, maybe they're lined up off sides, called a false start, and that might have been on the near side. I think that was Mackey. I don't think he was set here, the receiver on the near side. That'll cost them 5. Move the ball back to the 40, but more importantly is running the ball, hanging on to it, and
not turning it over and burning clock.
So the penalty will take the ball back to the 40, make it 1st and 15, 4:45 for the game. Biggest thing, Eric, is just hanging on to the ball. I think the rain has stopped, but it's still a very saturated field where it really rained hard all night, and that's just a straight running play right up the middle. And I think for Shady, that's what you're going to do is they'll get the ball up over the 40 out to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I just think watching the extracurricular stuff after the play, Shady needs to watch it. Wyoming East needs to watch it.
Yeah, you just want to settle in and play football. And
both fans on both sides are starting to get riled up, so.
So at the 43, there's 20 on the play clock. Shady needs to be in no hurry. The game clock is approaching 4 minutes. We're at 4:10 and counting. At the 43, 2nd down for Shady. 8 on the play clock. Here's a snap, same thing, right up the middle. There's a nice gain up over the 45, out near the 46.
So I think if you're Wyoming East this next play, you would have to use a timeout.
Yeah, unless Shady picks up the first down, and if they do, that would be the game. But you're right. They have the ball at the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. They got to cross midfield. They got to get to the Wyoming East 45. They have the ball on their own 47-yard line, so they are going to need 8 yards on this third down play.
Well, based on the play clock, and they could snap this under. It could be they could run this play and run another. It could be under 2 minutes unless Wyoming East calls a timeout after this play.
And I think Shady's going to burn a timeout. They're going to let it run down to 1 second, call a timeout. And that's what they're going to do. So Shady calls a timeout. We're going to take a quick break with them as you're watching live streaming coverage of high school football on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
We've had a great defensive struggle here tonight in terrible weather, but tonight, Eric, I think at this moment is the only time it hasn't rained with 3:17 left in the game and a big third down play come up for Shady, in which they lead in the game 6-0.
Say, if you're Wyoming East, you want to stop them from minimal gain. You don't want them, Shady Spring, to even get close to the first down because they may just go for it, with where the field position is. That will, if they get a first down, it'll be on the 45-yard line of Wyoming East. So if they get a stop here, definitely they have one timeout. They need to burn that timeout and force Shady to punt, which will be a dilemma because their punter got ejected, who was Cameron Mann's
also their quarterback. But if Shady gets a first down here, for all intents and purposes, the game is over. So it's 3rd down and 8 for Shady on their own 47-yard line. Here's the shotgun snap. It's low in the mud. It's picked up. Whitaker trying to fight for yardage, and because the snap was low, there's really nowhere to go. He gained a yard. So it'll be a 4th down play, and you figure Shady will definitely punt here, Eric, because you're not going to take a chance on going for it on your half of the 50.
So Wyoming East decides not to, since it was a minimal gain, not to burn their timeout. So if I'm Shady, I'm running this down to 1.
To 1 and punt the ball. And Wyoming East is still going to get the ball back and still have, 2 minutes left.
2 minutes and a timeout?
Yeah, 2 minutes and a timeout. 11 on the play clock. Shady taking their time, as you mentioned.
And this is a new punter, as we mentioned.
Down to 5-4. There's a good snap. Nice kick. It takes a big Shady bounce. Wyoming East won't even try to fill it. Rolls inside the 20. And I don't know why the Wyoming East young man's running toward the ball. That's the worst thing he could do, because if he touched it, it'd be a turnover. I don't even get that. So it's a nice play for the Shady special team as they punt the ball down inside the 15-yard line.
So you have 2:20 to go on the clock, one timeout. So right now you're going to have to draw up some of your best pass plays here because, running the ball right now will be your enemy.
Yeah, and the clock stops on first downs. The ball is right at the 15-yard line. So they got 85 yards for Wyoming East. Actually, it's actually inside the 15. Going to be a little further than 85. The ball's going to be at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Wyoming East. With 2:20 to go in the game and Shady leading 6-0. One timeout for Wyoming East to work out of the gun. Here's the shotgun snap. It's a low snap. Pressure comes. They throw it out in the flat. It's going to be caught up over the 20 and tackled right there as it gets down to the 23-yard line for a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, and, where's that been all night? That was a good, clear out and crossing route. And I think Shady's giving a little cushion and just trying to keep everything in front of them and make a tackle.
That will be a first down on the 24. They got 10. Here's the shotgun snap. Here's the throw. It's caught short of the 30, about the 29-yard line. That's a very short gain. We're under 2 minutes for the game. That catch will get the ball from the 24, and that'll be second down. Get the ball out to the 29. They got 5 on that play. 2nd and 5 on their own 29. 150 and counting. Shady leading 6-0. Johnson takes the shotgun snap. He's fumbled it. Pressure comes, and he's going to be sacked. And if you're Wyoming East, you couldn't have that. And that's a nice defensive play off the edge as Shady will sack the quarterback at the 22-yard line.
I think now they're not going to kill the clock. I would take my time out there because it's going to get under 1 minute here pretty shortly.
Yeah, it's 125 and counting. Ball back to the 22-yard line. They've got to get out to the 35 for a first down. So they need 13 on this third down play. Here's the throw out to the sideline. It's going to be almost intercepted. A nice defensive play. Pinardo breaks it up. And now this is the ball game for Wyoming East on fourth down.
Yeah, fourth down. Bryson Pinardo did a good job of breaking on that ball, and it's almost a pick six. I think if he was able to get his hands on that, he would have really put the ball away, the ball game away for the Shady Spring Tigers.
Wyoming East has got to get just shy of the 35. They need a full 13 yards on fourth down, and here is the shotgun snap. They'll roll the pocket, throw. It is caught. It's not. He breaks a tackle. Is he going to get the first down? Boy, this is going to be close. He is right at the down marker.
I think by the spot.
He's got it.
On the far side, that's a first down.
He has the first down. They needed 13. They get 13 at the 35. The clock needs to stop for them to move the chains. 105. Now the clock is moving. Here's a throw down the center field. This might be intercepted. It's lobbed up there, and it's knocked down incomplete. That ball was hanging up forever, and it was swatted down, and the clock will stop on the incompletion with 59 seconds left in the game.
And you know what? That was a great play by Tyler Mackey right there, Maris. Instead of the guys trying to pick it off, he knocks it down. So how many times have you seen balls batted up in the air and caught by the offensive team and run in for a score?
So from the 35, it'll be 2nd and 10 for Wyoming East. The clock stopped on the incompletion. Wyoming East running personnel guys in and out. The quarterback for Wyoming East, Zach Cook, takes the snap, throws the ball deep, and it's broken up. It's overthrown, and that'll be 3rd and 10 coming up on their own 35-yard line. The clock stops with 53 seconds left in the game. So Wyoming East got a little bit of a pulse beat going. They got at least 2 more plays.
Yeah, 2 more plays, and they're actually throwing the ball. That was a well-thrown ball, just good coverage by Shady Spring.
Very good coverage. Shady going to have a 4-man rush. It looks like here's the quarterback snap. Pressure comes. They throw a short, and that's short hopped it. And I think that Shady able to get pressure off the edge, forced that short hop throw.
It forced the quarterback to step up and get rid of it before he was wanting to.
So here's the ball game. It's 4th and 10. They have the ball, does Wyoming East, on their own 35. They've got to get to the 45-yard line. They converted the last time. They had 4th and 13. They converted, and now here's a 4th and 10. Shady leads 6-0. Play clock is 23 seconds, 50 seconds for the game. But if they don't convert, Shady can take over and just take knees and win the ball game. So here we go, 4th and 10. Here's the snap. In the pocket, throwing the ball deep to the far side, into coverage. It's going to be intercepted. Shady's going to win the game. Going down the far sideline, inside the 40.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back, it'll come back. But nevertheless, Shady will win the game as there's a couple of Wyoming East players hurt. Another late flag at the end of that play. And there's an injured Wyoming East player, but Shady's going to win the game.
Yeah, and a lot of this stuff is not needed here. Yeah. It's going to be you know what, Maris, I'm going to say this, and you're going to agree with this. I think at the end of this game, both teams should just go to the locker room.
Yeah.
No handshake.
No, you're right.
No shaking of the hands. Just wait. Hey, each coach wave at one another and get to the locker room.
Yeah, that ball was way underthrown, and Shady able to pick it off and return it down the far sideline. As you mentioned, right when it happened, there was definitely a block in the back, and then maybe a late hit out of bounds. But nevertheless, Shady, wherever they put it down at, Shady will have the ball. They'll drop to a knee, and Shady will win the game.
To that, what's called the victory formation. And,
yeah.
And you know, I'm going to say this on both ends. Should have never been a block in the back, and the late hit should have never happened. Just both teams. It's just a little chippy right now. It's just
it's got chippy there. Like I said, we had a little incident where you had each team's quarterback tossed, and not only did it hurt their team for tonight, but only moving forward for next week as well.
So next week is it the first half? They set
out the whole
game.
Yeah, this is not like college.
It's not college.
They got to sit out the whole game. So Cameron Mans will not be available for Shady next week. And for Wyoming East, Chandler Johnson will not be available for Wyoming East. But Wyoming East fought hard. They played hard. But the difference in the game was the mistake that Wyoming East made when they fumbled the punt. Shady recovered it. Now it starts to pour the rain again. Shady got the ball on the 45-yard line, and 6 plays later got in the end zone with Whitaker, a 3-yard run. and they missed the two-point conversion. But we knew one score was pretty much, with the field conditions the way it was, Eric, we felt one mistake by one team and the other team capitalized on it, able to score, was going to be the difference in the game.
We said the first to 6 points, wins the game.
Here's a cart coming
out.
You hate to see that, especially on a play like that at the end of the game, an interception, and the young man from Wyoming East being put on the cart as the rain continues to come down. And Shady's going to win this game. And Eric, with the forfeit win that they got on Tuesday, the second win this week, Shady's now going to be 4-2 and puts themselves in a good position coming down the stretch for the playoffs. But they'll have to do next week without Cameron Maines.
And it's going to give their opponent next week, a whole week to prepare. I'll say they'll go with the backup quarterback in this next game because he wasn't prepared, for this game. So, it's a bittersweet win for the Shady Spring Tigers, 2 wins this week.
Well, this would have been their 4th straight away game. It was 3 and I found out tonight they're going to make up the Pikeview game on November the 2nd. But so next week they have Mingo Central at home.
Yeah.
So all Shady has to do is take a knee. As you mentioned, they're in victory formation. Shady's going to get the win. So by forfeit of beating Westside last week and beating Wyoming East tonight, Shady sweeps Wyoming County.
Yeah.
But literally they split them what happened on the field, but technically they will get the win and, like I said, go to 4-2. So all Shady's got to do is take a knee. 37 seconds left in the game. This will be the final play of the game. They don't even need to run it. Just take a knee. There it is. There's the knee. And, and that should be the ball game. And that will be the ball game. And I'm with you, Eric. Just separate the teams. Let Shady go their way. Let Wyoming East go their way. No handshakes.
No handshake.
And that's the end of the ball game.
Hey, wave at one another, and let's go.
Your final score is Shady 6, Wyoming East nothing. And Shady with the win goes to 4-2. Wyoming East will go to 1-4. We'll come back and we'll wrap it up as you're watching live streaming coverage of high school football on Video Productions.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
If you're looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
And we welcome you back to the War Zone here in New Richmond, West Virginia, Wyoming East High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. Andrew Bolin is producing, directing tonight's game. And, Eric, it was only 6-0, but we had a lot of drama on a pouring rain-soaked, wet field tonight. But Shady gets the win, 6-0.
Yeah, it was a gutsy win, after the little drama we had at the end of the third.
In the last play of the third quarter.
Of the third quarter, Shady really fed off of it in a positive way, and Whitaker just put him on his back and scored the game's only touchdown, and Shady was able to come out with a victory here in New Richmond.
Yeah, what Eric was speaking about on the last play of the third quarter, Shady Cameron Mans went for a pass, and they called roughing the passer, had his helmet knocked off, and the player for Wyoming East took a punch at him with his helmet off, and Wyoming East Chandler Johnson was ejected. Cameron Mans retaliated. He was ejected. But the difference in the game, Wyoming East, is they muffed a punt. Shady recovered at the 45 and took 6 plays to get in the end zone. And as you mentioned, Eric, Whitaker put him on their back, and he was basically the guy on the drive, and he scored the 3-yard touchdown run.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have all our stat guy with us, but we were able to. They got the ball 45 yards out, and Whitaker, he carried it every play of the possession. So he pretty much willed them to that touchdown. And as you spoke on, whoever capitalized off of a turnover and whoever scored first will win this game, and it came to fruition.
And one final note before we go to a break. I think that if we were to, once we get the final numbers on this game, Eric, I think you'll agree. I think neither team, with all the negative yards, neither team probably had over 100 yards in total offense.
Guaranteed not.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you they probably had more turnovers combined than first downs combined.
Yeah. So once again, the final score, Shady wins it 6-0. Shady ups their record because of the forfeit they got from Westside. Shady is now 4-2. Wyoming East is 1-4. We'll take another break as you're watching live streaming coverage here on Video Productions.
Important to you when buying windows, siding, and doors?
Is it energy savings, cost, quality, warranty, or perhaps color options, low maintenance, service, or financing options?
Or all of the above, when the world offers it all.
We listen to your needs and go above and beyond your expectations. Schedule your free, no obligation in-home estimate by calling Window World of Beckley today.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back one final time on a wet, soggy, heavily rain-soaked field here at Wyoming East with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. Final score, Shady wins the ball game 6-0, and its record to 4-2. Wyoming East will fall to 1-4. Well, next week, Eric, we'll be a little closer to home. We'll be at Independence, and we'll have the Independence Patriots taking on Class Single A Man. So it'll be the Hillbillies and the Patriots Friday night.
Yeah, that would be a good contest. They used to play back when man was in Double A. We played them.
Well, you played at Independence back in the day.
We played them in the regular season, so that was always a big rivalry game right there because our 2 head coaches went to college together at New Mexico Highlands, so they always tried to play each other every year.
And that'll be at 6:45, the airtime, and the game will kick at 7 o'clock next Friday night. So for Andrew Bolin, who produced and directed tonight's game, and for Eric Thomas, who was on color, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score as Shady defeats Wyoming East tonight by the score of 6-0. Thank you for watching exciting high school football here on Video Productions. Good night, everybody.
Important to you when buying windows, siding, and doors?
Is it energy savings, cost, quality, warranty, or perhaps color options, low maintenance, service, or financing options?
Or all of the above. Window World offers it all.
We listen to your needs and go above and beyond your expectations. Schedule your free, no obligation in-home estimate by calling Window World of Beckley today.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.